How long did it take my Kickstarter to sell out? Some people say 3 hours, right? Most successful book Kickstarter ever. But it didn't take 3 hours. It took 8 years. It took 8 years of me blogging every single day.
Hi, my name is Gerhard Gschwandtner, and welcome to Selling Power TV.
Thank you, but I thought today was my day to be Gerhard Gschwandtner. It's my favorite name of all names, and we alternate.
All right, let's do it.
So let's start again. Hi, I'm Gerhard Gschwandtner, and I'm here with Seth Godin.
And I'm Seth Godin, and I write a daily blog, and you probably have read my blog many times.
There you go.
So this is a new year, 2014. What are your plans for 2014, and how should people think about a new year?
I guess where I would start, Gerhard, is understanding that something significant has shifted for the first time in more than 500 years, which is this. For 500 years, the means of production, the factory, the system, the process belonged to the boss. And if you owned the means of production, as Adam Smith talked about the pin-making machine, you got to keep all the money. And the workers did what they were told. What has just happened, just recently, is the means of production has shifted from the pin-making machine or the building or the factory to the laptop. And if you own a laptop, you own the state-of-the-art device that is used at every level of every organization. That's it. That's all there is. $3,000, even Steven, if it's connected to the internet, you have the same tools as everyone else. What does that mean? It means that going forward to the new year, there's a fork in the road. And the fork is, are you going to wait to get picked? Or are you going to pick yourself? Because if you pick yourself, if you decide, I will be the person who spreads ideas, I will be the person who connects, I will be the person who figures out how to bring value from one place to another, then you are in charge, as opposed to being a cog in a system that doesn't care about you.
So it's a level playing field and the best idea wins.
Well, it's not the best idea that wins. We know that there are lots and lots of good ideas that don't win, and plenty of things, twerking, that win that aren't good ideas. So I'm not ready to say the best idea wins. What I am willing to say is that the person who cares the most, persists with the right approach of generosity, who figures out how to be in the business of connecting, that person, that idea is what wins.
So you want to connect with your heart and your mind to the global community.
Right, it used to be that if you were the only salesperson in town, you could say, I'm in this for me. If you want to buy something that you need, my way or the highway. But now we're on the highway, right? We don't need to accept your selfishness, and in fact, we won't. So that you can pretend to be caring and secretly be trying to make money, and that's not going to work. That what we're going to understand is that we are going to choose to connect to individuals who are in it for us. And if they benefit as a side effect, that's fine. But people are smart, and people will realize that they have a choice, that you're not the only one. We don't have a stuff shortage anymore. There used to be. Sears Roebuck was the only place in town to buy something. Now, that's not true ever again.
So the commodity of the future is really authenticity, and that's a prerequisite for creating that trusted connection.
Right. We're not going to connect to somebody who's fake. We're going to connect to somebody who we believe in. Well, what does it mean to believe in someone and to trust them? It tends to start with generosity. Who has chosen to lead in a way that benefits those that follow? Those people never have trouble getting a job. Those people never have trouble earning a commission, because that's a side effect of being the trusted leader.
Seth, what you're saying is that the game has fundamentally changed, and we need to change with the game.
That's right, and this isn't my theory or my opinion. This has been true for 10 years, but things take a long time to go through the culture. So I'll give you a little story. I bought a car from a dealer near my house. I went in, I opened my laptop, I said, I'm going to check my email while I'm here. Look at this page, this is what the price is. I'm not here to nickel and dime you. If that's the price, that's fine. You work out all the paperwork, let me know when you're done. I did my work. So it was the easiest sale of the day, right? And then my wife needed a car, so a year later we did the same thing. Now it's time to sell the first car. Now there's lots of ways to sell a car. Here's this guy who I ostensibly trust and have a relationship with. I send him an email. I say, look, I'm going to sell this, but don't play any games with me, because if you start playing games with me, I know how many choices I have. And 20 minutes later, the phone rings. It's their used car manager. And in the first minute and a half, he played 4 different games with me that I recognized because I'm in the business like you are. And I said, time's up. I said, I was willing to sell it to you at a fair price, but not when we involve playing games. I have 6 other clicks I can click on here and be done with this. I'm not in the game business. Well, not only didn't they get to sell my car, but I'm never going to buy another car from this guy again because he looked to pick up the extra $200 instead of understanding that the value of the long-time relationship of someone who's going to buy more cars from him in the future was worth more. So it's a mindset shift. And the mindset shift is from the boiler room, where you're measuring the day's returns, to the connection economy, where you're measuring the value of what's it worth to be trusted by somebody for a decade.
Thank you, Seth.
Thank you, Gerhard.